Hi everyone, this is Max. I hope you're comfortable at home right now and ready for your English class. Now, we started our new book, Exploring Debate 1, and today we are going to do Unit 2. That's right. Now, last time we talked about fast foods, that's right. And today we are going to talk about dieting. Now, do you think dieting is good or bad? So this is a trick question. Now, dieting is good because dieting is short moment. So for example, I want to go on a diet because I think I'm fat. So I will exercise and eat healthy, right? Now, what about diet? Only diet is considered for long term. So a lot of people will like to stay skinny and therefore will not eat a lot of food, will not consume a lot of food. And however, that could be bad for you. And remember we talked is the word detrimental. So it's detrimental for your health, for long term. So when it's detrimental, there are consequences in your future. So that's why it's important to keep an important moderation, balance food when you eat. We will talk about it soon. Dieting. Let's have a warm up here. We have an interesting activity we could do together. Put numbers in the blanks that show their order of importance to a person's health. So 1 is the most important. It's the most important. 10 is the least important. So 1 is most important, 10 is least important. Now, those are based on what you think. However, my answers might be different than yours, but you may put them as you want. I think that the most important thing is to eat your nutrients, which are, and vitamins, fruits and vegetables. Good. Did you put this for number 1? Now, what do you think number 2 would be? So, I would move my body and it would be exercising regularly, not just one time, 4 or 5 times a week you would exercise. Number 3, let's see here what I put. Yeah, of course, getting enough sleep, it's so important. Now, remember this, for your lifespan development, so this means the day that you're born until you are like really old. So from different ages, and it's important to sleep between 7 and 9 hours a day. So when you sleep 7 to 9 hours a day, it will increase like your years by 3 years plus. 3 extra years. If you exercise, plus 5 years. If you eat healthy, plus 5 years. So it adds up. Alright, so getting enough sleep would be number 3. Number 4, I put not having too much stress. Having too much stress is bad for you. It won't allow you to focus, it won't allow you to do exercise, to eat well. So it's very important, and that's why I put it for number 4. Oh boy. Number 5. Where did I put number 5? I didn't put it here. So, give or take, number 5 would be chewing gum, being stronger than your friends. I don't think so. Yes, chewing your food. Don't eat too fast. So chew your food first and swallow. Don't eat, because if you don't do that, it's gonna cause harm in your body, inside of your body. So your organs or any type of organs in anatomy. All right. Number 6. What would we choose next for that one? We have chewing gum here, being the best computer game player. So how about we try the opposite? I think this isn't as important. Being the best computer game player ever, that would be number 10. Being stronger than your friend, number 9. It's not important at all. So it could be switched, that could be number 10, or that could be number 9. Being on time to your appointment, getting along with your friends. So let's say chewing gum would be 6, 7, there you go. Now, this is for me, however, whatever you wrote might be different, which is okay, and next week we will talk about it, okay? Now, have you ever been on a diet? I've been a few times. So I remember when I was young, I used to be maybe like 125 kilo, I think, 120 kilo. That's a lot. 120 kilo, I think, and that was a lot. That was the most I've ever been, and I knew that I needed to lose weight. I needed to have a diet, and I exercised regularly, and even ate healthy food, and it helped me lose weight and to be better about myself. We will talk about this question also next week. Can you list some foods you think are healthy? So what kind of food do you think are healthy? That's right. Yeah, fruits. What else can you say? Vegetables. What about fried chicken? Is that good or bad? It's bad because it's fried. However, what about just chicken breast? Yes, it is healthy for you, chicken breast to eat. Of course, cooked. Why is it healthy for you? It's because it is lean. It barely has fat, and it's lean, and has a good source amount of protein. So protein is necessary for your body to build muscle, to help build your immune system as well, and to grow. And it's important for you guys because we want you guys to be stronger when you grow up. I've named a few. You can say some nuts. Some nuts are very good as well. And we will continue this question upon our next class next week. And I will be very curious what you will write. Dieting. Most doctors and health professionals say that the two most important factors in our health are diet and exercise. No, diet means eating healthy foods, vegetables, fruits, that has a lot of nutrients, vitamins. Drinking milk is good, it has calcium, and it's important to understand when you eat diet, it means that you have to maintain 2,000 calories per day. So, let's say chicken. Chicken, how much calories does it have? Let's say I'm eating, it has 300 calories. 300 calories for chicken. Let's say I have tomato. Tomato, let's say 70. Let's say here we have a banana. 60 calories. So those are healthy food. And you can eat as much, right? Tomato, banana, a banana, and you still have a lot to reach 2,000 calories. What about water? How much calories does water have? So water has 0, right? It's just water, doesn't have anything nutrients for it. However, it's extremely necessary for you to drink water. And it's still a healthy balance for your 2000 calories per day. Now, what about if you go to a fast food restaurant? Let's say you go to McDonald's and you order yourself a Big Mac set. So a Big Mac, how many calories do you think has? Big Mac and set, right? It's a set. So I think Big Mac set would have like 1,200 calories, right? It's a lot. And you only have 800 calories left to reach 2,000. So it's not healthy for you. Now, most doctors and health professionals say that the 2 most important factors in our health is diet and exercise. So it's important for you to exercise regularly. Go for a run, even a walk, biking, go to the gym, and any types of movement is extremely crucial, important for you. Now we're gonna check about dieting versus diet. This does not mean to begin dieting. Diet and dieting are 2 different terms. Dieting is when people change their diet only for a short time. Now, the ultimate goal, so ultimately, the goal for it is to lose weight for a short time and of course to reduce weight. So if you think you're fat, if you think you have a big amount of fat or excessive fat, then you would want to lose weight. I myself would usually do this one. However, under the circumstance with the pandemic, doesn't allow me to do so. Dieting is when people change their diet for only a short time. Usually, this is to lose weight. A person's diet is what they eat in their day-to-day life. So we have dieting. So dieting is good for you. Diet could not be good for you because it's almost every day. And I will give you a couple examples and we will look at it together. So what doctors mean is for people to eat healthy and exercise. Let's continue and check it out on the next page. That's a lot to read. All right, let's read together. When someone starts dieting, they often reduce the amount of food. So remember, dieting is good, right? They often reduce the amount of food they eat in order to lose weight for a certain amount of time. Nobody's perfect. When I go on a diet, so when I'm dieting, I'm definitely going for 3 weeks just to reduce a little bit of fat. And it's good for you. Gives you a good circulation in your immune system. There are a lot of problems with this. So often when a person goes on a temporary diet, so there are also problems, of course, right? The problem is when I go on a diet, I gain back the weight again because I'm not maintaining a healthy balance. Often when a person goes on a temporary means short diet, as soon as they stop, they often gain the weight back. Some people have unrealistic means not possible. Unrealistic body images, not real, of certain objects. Mostly created by what they see in the media. It's so true. This is really true. The media sometimes, guys, is just extremely evil, and it will put you down. It will make you think. It will help you portray an image in your mind of what a real person should look like. So when you open the TV, on a commercial, on advertisement, you always look at lean, nice, like tall women or beautiful faces, not fat, not big at all. So it tells you that this is how you're supposed to be. Especially in Korea, I mean, if you look at out there, it's a little bit different than Canada because it's how the media portrays, shows you what a person should look like. And I really disagree with that. Now, and the reason why is because this can cause the illness of bulimia and anorexia. And anorexia. Alright, so those are very important terms to learn and to understand between bulimia and anorexia. When it comes to bulimia, it's a person that is purging. Purging. So it comes from purge. That being said, is someone who does on purpose, intentionally, to vomit. Let's say I go eat a hamburger and I don't feel good and I don't want the hamburger, the calories inside my body, so I will purge. Usually people use a finger to put inside their throat and you will be able to purge. And that's not healthy. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. It's not healthy for you. So therefore you will vomit, and when you vomit, you're taking out the amount of nutrients that are inside your body, and you need that to survive. And a lot of people could die because of that. So it's important to understand bulimia, which is purging and you're vomiting. So it's an eating disorder. What would be anorexia? Anorexia is a person that is extremely skinny and doesn't intentionally want to eat. So here, I'll write it down here. So it would be food restrictions. So do you know any of your friends or anybody that actually doesn't like food, doesn't want to eat food? So that person could be anorexic, especially if they're extremely skinny. That could be a person who is anorexic. So disallowing themselves, preventing themselves from eating food in order to gain weight. And it is basically food restrictions, and it's very important for you to understand that, okay? Let's continue reading. Bulimia is when a person vomits after eating to prevent the calories from causing them to put on weight. 2,000 calories a day, they don't want the 2,000 calories. They just want to keep like 1,000 or less. And anorexia is when a person stops eating altogether. So they don't want to eat at all. They just they would eat, but extremely small. And just want to maintain their weight as to be skinny. So low weight, in other words. Both of these are very serious problems and can even kill, that's right, a person if they do not get help. So it is an illness. It is an eating disorder. Eating disorders are unhealthy, and dieting often leads to disappointment because it doesn't work. Now we have people dieting. Oh, unfortunately, it doesn't work. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be anorexic, or I'm gonna do purging. But it's not good for you, so don't do that at all. So they're disappointed because it doesn't work. There isn't even anything wrong with eating junk food every now and then. The important thing is to remember moderation. What is moderation? Means healthy balance. So something that is balanced in moderation. You can eat fast food, but don't eat it every day. in moderation. Let's give or take once a week. That is good moderation. The best way to stay in shape, so this is important, is eating a balanced diet. Diet is good for you, but you have to have it in balance. It means eat healthy food, chicken, rice, it's good, you need carbs. Vegetables, fruit, those are important food for you because it has a lot of nutrients. And exercising regularly. Go ahead for a run, go ahead for a walk, move around. It's important for you. Good, we have went through it. Now let's go ahead and answer the questions. What are some illnesses caused by dieting? So we mentioned before, that's right, bulimia, anorexia. So I explained it. I think you guys understood the differences. What happens if we go on temporary diets? Remember I mentioned before, if you go on a temporary diet, you will lose weight. However, what's gonna happen? That's right, you're gonna gain back the weight. So what happens if you go on that? I'm gonna write probably, or just say it right, will gain back the weight. No spaces, will gain back. Good. What happens to a person suffering bulimia? So what happens? What do? They purge and they vomit. So keep vomiting. And we'll have an eating disorder. Illness. According to the passage, what can we do to have a healthy body? So remember at the last page so the last sentence, there's a passage. And according to doctors, what does it say to you for you to do? That's right. Keep moderation. And exercise. Eat healthy. What does dieting often cause? What does dieting often cause and why? What could you write here? So, because of dieting, it could cause an eating disorder. And you can write also illness. But when you go diet, it could cause for you to go to this point. Because you think that it's not enough, you're gonna gain back the weight, and because of that, you will think, you know what, the best solution is to go on diet. And when you're in diet, you will go to have an eating disorder such as bulimia and anorexia. So this is bad for you, and don't do that at home. Alright, enough comprehension. Let's go on a vocabulary check. Ready? Number 1. I have the flu, so I was up all night. What could we write? That's right, vomiting. Vomiting, it's really bad. Number 2. It is to expect children to sit quietly that long. Do you think you can be able to make a child sit for a long time? I don't think so. It's not possible, right? So it is, that's right, unrealistic. 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 Number 3, you're driving too fast. Please reduce your speed. Reduce your speed. So lower it down. I bought an exercise bike to... Why did you buy an exercise bike? To stay in shape. Stay in shape. 5, drinking is not harmful if you do it in. So drinking, so people in moderation. That's right, so balance. Moderation. Should be good. Alright, let's go ahead to the next one. So let's talk about, so here are advantages, positive and negative, disadvantage. Think about advantages of dieting. What is good? Dieting can improve your confidence. Yeah, of course, when you eat healthy, you will be confident doing tests, doing physical education, PE. You'll be confident talking to people. So that's why it's important, and you'll be less stressful. So it's good for you. So what else can we write about? Lose weight. You will lose weight. And here is strengthen. Your immune system. What does strengthen mean? Strengthen means to make something strong, to make it stronger. Strengthen your immune system. Immune system is basically your system inside of your body, for your organs that you need to, for your heart, for your liver, anything that takes out your takes toxics, and so you need nutrients inside of your immune system. So if I want to fight bacteria, I need to eat healthy food. I need to be careful what I eat, put inside of my body to make it stronger. The more your immune system is stronger, the less you won't get sick. So you will reduce being sick. What about disadvantages? So it could cause illnesses, right? Such as bulimia, anorexia. And what else could we write? Here we could write deficiency. Nutrients. Alright, sorry I was hiding here. Alright, illnesses like bulimia and anorexia, and deficiency. So you don't have enough, basically. You have less. There's not enough of nutrients. Deficiency in nutrients. All right. So it's not as visible here, but I'm sure we have your book, so we can do that together. People should change their diets if they are overweight. What could I write here? I could write number, that's right, would be B. Dieting is bad because people usually gain weight right back after they finish the diet. C. For most people, it is important to exercise because if you don't, you can put on fat. People diet for the wrong reasons. So, which one would that be? D. Because they want to look like the people they see on TV. A lot of people diet because it's not for themselves, because they want to look like actors and actresses, like celebrities. And that is a wrong mindset. Let's go on to the next one. Not eating, so this is a refuting opinion. Not eating is a fast way to lose weight. So that would be A. That may be true, but it is also unhealthy and very dangerous. 2, you should change your diet to look like your favorite celebrity, like I mentioned before. That's a bad idea. Why? You should diet to be healthy, not to look like other people. Very true. It is not necessary to exercise to lose weight. What do you guys think? I disagree. The best way to lose weight is to eat healthy food and exercise regularly. This is 100% sure. 100%. I agree. I am thin, so can I eat anything I want? Just because you're thin, do you think you can eat anything you want? Answer is D. That's not true. If you eat too much unhealthy food, you can still have health problems. Just because you're thin, it doesn't mean you can go and eat McDonald's every day or Burger King every day, because that doesn't work like that. You can still have problems even though you're thin. Good. Alright, so as for your homework, I want you to do page 15. And we'll discuss now together on page 16. Have you ever been on a diet? Please, so we can answer that question. So answer that question, write it down. Like I said, mentioned before, I have been on a diet. In the beginning, it's not fun, but it will be rewarding because you're eating healthy food and you're exercising regularly. So this is good for you. Now you have to be consistent, right? All right. Why do you think dieting is so popular? So a lot of people are doing it. The media show that if you do it, there's a lot of images, and it portrays that these people are healthy and you want to be healthy. So the reason why people are dieting too is because they don't want to be really fat and they want to live longer, which is very good and important. Why do you think diet books and programs are such a big business? That's right, those are big businesses. Why? Because it gives you a lot of motivation. It helps you to grow even better. Like, think about it. I wouldn't want to do a program for myself. I want other people to provide me a service to help me be motivated and build confidence, and they will basically say that I can do it. So they cheer me up, so I will lose weight. Do you think all diet works? Why or why not? Yes or no? The problem is when you go on a diet, you can, for a short amount of time, you could gain back the weight. Now, what are the problem? How could I be better? Is to stay in moderation and be consistent. I have to do it every day for 2 to 3 months and see how I do. There could be a problem, and the problem is if you do it for a long time and you are thinking about it every day, you can reach to be anorexia, and bulimia. And bulimia, remember, is a person who is purging inside of their throat in order to vomit. And anorexia is a person who is extremely thin, has an eating disorder, and restricting themselves from eating. So I hope you learned both those terms, as though they are very important for you to understand. Would you ever advise a friend to go on a diet? You have your friend you go see once a week. Would you ever tell them to lose weight or to go on a diet? So that could be a question you can answer. For the next time we see each other, we will do a debate together, and please, I want you guys to do your homework on page 15, and you should write an essay, and the essay should be, let's see here. Should we go on a diet? Yes or no? I'll give you two options, so that will be number 1. And number 2 is, simple as it is, most diets don't work. My favorite would be number 2. You can do number 2 as well. You can choose. So 1 or 2. Most diets don't work. You could tell me, choose one of those questions, and then I can look at it next week. And please do this homework. So number 1, should we go on a diet? And or most diets don't work. So what do you think of this question? And we'll as soon as we answer those questions, we will have a debate. So please review Unit 1 and Unit 2, because next week I'll most likely have a class, or the week after, and we will definitely have a debate together. This is it for today. I hope you're going to have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.